Today we're going to have the great pleasure of meeting a new friend from Stockholm, Sweden. Her name is Britt-Marie Bäcke, and I am introduced to her from the founder of the Wine Appreciation Guild, because what caught my attention in a recent email blast was a game called Bouquet Wine Game, which the normal retail price is $48, and right now it's on sale through the Wine Appreciation Guild for $24. Well, here Elliot put us in touch with the creator of the Bouquet Wine Game, Britt-Marie Bäcke, who's joining us from her summer home. She's on vacation. Ha, ha, ha. No vacation, really. Always work when you're an entrepreneur. And I thank you so very much. And do we have daylight most of the night right now, Britt-Marie? Is there any darkness at all in the summertime?
Well, yeah, a little bit. Right here where I am, south of Stockholm, we have about 2 hours, a little bit of darkness, but not that dark.
Okay.
But in the northern part of Sweden, it's daylight, 24 hours.
So basically, now it's like you're not allowed to be sleeping. You're always supposed to be working if it's daylight anyway.
Absolutely.
Okay, talk to us about the Bouquet Wine Game, and how did you come up with this idea for this game?
Well, the idea of the game came up to me when I was studying to become a sommelier in Sweden many years ago. And that's because I am really terrible in my study techniques. I fall asleep as soon as I was reading a book about wine, even though I was so interested, but I couldn't focus. So then when I came up with the idea was that if it would be a much funnier way of learning, maybe to play a game, like a Trivial Pursuit. Okay. So that's how I came up with the idea.
Okay. That is very, very clever of you. It's like I taught my son to make flashcards to help him to study for tests in high school and college. So it's almost the same sort of a concept, but in a more fun in a more fun package. And so, as I understand, there can be from 2 to 6 people playing Bouquet Wine Game at a time.
Yes, absolutely. But also, what you can also do is to play in teams, which I think is much funnier. So there will be more discussions, and you will probably learn more from each other as well. Okay. So, but it's 6. Wine corks that you move around. So.
Oh yes, okay. 6 wine cork game pieces, yes. and 900 category cards. Well, yes, so when you were studying for Master Sommelier, you were putting together these cards with all these different details to help you study for the exam.
Yes, that's right. But I have more questions as well, because now I have. But on this board game, it's 900 questions cards. But I have also right now a database of 5,000 questions. Whoa. Because I'm in a couple of days. I also will launch a community about wine, where you can play my board game online. And there is 5,000 questions.
Oh my gosh. And of course people have to pay to be able to have access to the online board game, right?
No, actually not. It's for free.
Oh my
I'm hoping for some ads instead.
Okay.
So,
and people can be playing, you can have people, there could theoretically be people from different parts of the world playing with each other, against each other, or even on the same team?
They can, right now, they can play only against each other, and they can also chat with each other. It's kind of like a Facebook. So you register, and then you can play the board game. And if you play against somebody else, you can also. It's a ranking system, so you will see how high up you are on the ranking system. But you can also play by yourself, because sometimes maybe in the beginning nobody is online, so you can still play the board game. But that's not a ranking system.
Okay. What are these 150 chance cards that come with the board game? Chance cards. What is it?
That is what I used to call situation cards, because that is because sometimes when you play a board game, and if it's about knowledge, it's just always the one who knows the best who wins. Okay. So I thought of having some situation cards. So even though that you are not the best, have the best knowledge, you can win. So it will be a little bit exciting for everybody to play the game and learn, of course.
So give us an example of a situation. Is a situation something like, because you were going for sommelier, that a certain food or dining situation, what kind of wines would you recommend?
Well, a situation card can be like, for example, it says that your wine producer has lost all his money, so he had become bankrupt.
Okay.
So you need to give back one of your Chateau and producer cards, for example. That is one situation card. Or another one is that one of your competitor must leave all his category cards to you.
Wow.
So, but it's nothing like you have to go to jail or something like that in the game.
Is this because there is a die that people would throw? So is a lot of this dependent upon the throw of the die, or is it really competitive based on how much you can learn?
I would say it's both, because unfortunately there's not so many people who wants to play the game with me because I have done all the questions. Yeah. But I have done it with a few friends of mine, and when I play the game, it goes quite quick. Then I won. But otherwise, it's also depending on how you throw the dice.
Okay.
Because you really need to start and end on your same spot, and then when you end, you need to have at least one card from each category. Otherwise, you have to move another round again.
Wow.
So it's also, you have to be lucky with your dice.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Boy, this sounds like this would be, I mean, is this something that a family could do also?
Oh, of course, because in my many years ago, I was I was the chairman of the teetotaler organization. No,
okay.
You don't. I was against alcohol.
Okay.
So in the rules, there are nothing about that you are drinking alcohol.
Okay.
It's just theory questions. Because I wanted this game to be serious, so it's not people getting drunk and things like that. So of course the family can play the game, but I don't think younger people, if they are about 12 or 13, think it's so interesting with the questions about wine and spirits.
Okay, let me ask you, Britt-Marie, and last question here. What changed your mind going from a teetotaler to studying for Master Sommelier?
Well, I moved to Stockholm. No. There's so many nice restaurants here. No, well, when you're younger, you think you have so many ideas, and
yes.
Then you grow up. And I started to work in fine dining restaurants, and then I came up with how interesting and good wine is.
Yes. Wow, Britt-Marie Bäcke, this has been so fun talking to you today. Thank you for joining us from your vacation home. And you say you're south of Stockholm right now.
Yes, that's right.
Well, enjoy the rest of your vacation. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
We will have links up for you to learn more. You're listening to Wine and Dine.